Hello everybody, Jonathan here and welcome back to the channel. Now for today's video, obviously you can see I'm in the car, so we're doing some sort of driving trip. I'm on my way home to my mum and dad's. They're on holiday at the moment for about 10 days and I am going to be looking after the house while they are away. So instead of going on the A roads, I'm going to go through the lakes. So if you're on board with this, that's great, really appreciate it. So let's get this journey underway. Now I'll just give you a little rundown as to where we're going to be heading. We're heading for Workington. We're heading for Workington, so I'm going to be turning off, going through a village called Braithwaite, and then we'll be going up some windy roads. I am going to be time-lapsing this to a degree. I will put some freeze frames in there so that you can actually see some of the views from the top of Whinlatter Forest, as well as some other viewpoints throughout the journey. We'll be going, like I say, we'll be going through Braithwaite, and then we'll be driving up to the top of Whinlatter Forest, and then we'll continue on to another village called Lawton, and then we'll be going to head out to Lawswater Way, and then we'll be going onto Lily Hall Industrial Estate. But you probably won't be interested in industrial estates, I'm sure. But it's just on the outskirts of where I'm going to be stopping, so we have to go through it anyway. So let's carry on with this trip, and I'll see you, and we'll see you soon. Okay, so if you lot are wondering why there's a lack of freeze frames and stills from this trip, like I said there would be, it's because the version of the software that I'm using on my laptop is an earlier one to the one that is actually on the PC. So, apologies for that one. I don't know what to say other than "doh" on this one, but I hope you enjoyed this. So, um, let's see where the next segment of this video goes. Okay everyone, it's a bit later on in the day. Actually, we're into the night time actually, if I have to be honest. I've got myself settled down at home at my parents' house. I've got all my stuff out, I've got everything all laid out, I've got washing done, I've had food. So I'm just chilling out. I'm just going to chill out. I might stick a movie on. I don't know what to watch. I have got a bunch of movies that I brought through from the hotel, so maybe I might stick something on out of that lot there. I've been looking at what's on Sky and well, nothing's taken my fancy. I've been watching a bit of. I've had a 4 hour Star Trek binge. I've been watching some Voyager and some Next Generation. That was really cool. Don't really get much time to get any Star Trek in when it's on the box. Even though I have got some episodes on Blu-ray and DVD as well. But anyway, so let's go and have a look and see what we've actually brought through. I'm just going to take on a small little backside tour of what the house looks like. I shouldn't really be doing this. I really wanted to kind of restrict what I actually record within the house, because I don't want to give away too much of the privacy. So yeah, so with me, I've got quite a few. I have actually got quite a few titles here. So in no real order, I'm just going to show you what I've brought through. I am going to try and get as much of these knocked in as I possibly can, because a lot of these are from that unwatched pile that has been very slowly getting larger and larger and larger. So in no real order, I'm just going to grab a couple out a bit at a time. So in no real order, we've got Ex Machina, or Ex Machina as some people have come to call it in America. Oh god. Kevin Smith's Clerks. Attack the Block, which might actually get watched tonight. I'm in the mood for kind of an alien takeover type movie. So that might be the one. Next we've got A Quiet Place, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. A lot of hype went out around that on YouTube when it came out, so I think I might get on board with that one as well. Next we have The Mule from Clint Eastwood. Can't beat a bit of Clint Eastwood. Byzantium, I think it's Byzantium with Gemma Arterton. Really intrigued with that. I don't know why I haven't watched that yet. That was one of the earlier ones that I bought as well, from when I first started uploading videos onto YouTube as well. Next we've got Iron Bolt. Then I'll get another pile, well, small handful out. Oh, hands aching a little bit. Oh, right. Next up, we have the newer DC Comics animated feature Batman Hush, which I'm desperately wanting to get watched, so there might be two movies getting watched tonight. Next up, we've got The Aviator. Now, don't say anything about this. This is from 2004, and I still have not seen this movie yet. And the amount of people that have told me that I need to get it that I need to get it watched is unreal. Apparently, it's not one of Leo's best films, but it still holds up as one of Scorsese's better movies. Well, saying not one of his. I'm saying one of his better movies, one of his more underrated movies that he's done in his career. Next up, we've got Shazam, which is a film that I actually saw at the cinemas, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to returning to this. Now for an all-time classic, which, unfortunately, I have not seen. 12 Angry Men. Don't ask me why I've not seen this. Probably because it's only just really come to my attention of how good people say it is. So I'm going to get up on watching that. A lot of these movies are actually, like I say, from recommendations or just things that have just took my interest. But there's a lot of stuff here that I haven't seen, that I think a lot of you guys will be really quite surprised by, considering how extensive my collection is. I'm saying extensive, not as extensive as other collectors, as other Blu-ray collectors are, if you get what I mean. But anyway, yeah. Next up, we've got The Green Mile, probably one of the best Stephen King adaptations to screen. Black Mass with Johnny Depp. Kind of looking forward to this one, actually. Looking forward to that one. Another small pile. Oh, I should really use the normal camera, but to be honest, I can't be bothered setting it up. Jordan Peele's Get Out from, when was it? 2017, was it? Possibly. I really can't remember. Not seeing that one. Another one that's not been watched yet is Gold with Matthew McConaughey. So yeah, another one I'm going to get watched. Next up was kind of a bit of a surprise, movie for me when I went to see it, which is Bumblebee. Now, I've been wanting to do a series on the Transformers movies, but the reason why I'm sort of thinking of not doing it is because it's kind of already been done before. So whether or not you guys want my views on the Transformers movies is entirely up to you. But I'm going to get this watched, and I'm going to put an official review of it up onto the channel, but hopefully by the end of this week. So look out for that video, guys. Next up, we have V for Vendetta with Natalie Portman and, is it Hugo Weaving? Is it Hugo Weaving? I think it is. So let me have a quick look. Yes, yeah, Hugo Weaving. Kind of looking forward to watching that, actually. It's no movie. I don't know why I've not seen that one yet. Next up, we've got Brawl in Cell Block 99 with Vince Vaughn. People have said that this is one of Vince Vaughn's best movies in recent years. So I'm looking forward to checking up on that, because I do like Vince Vaughn's movies, except Psycho. Oh, God almighty. That habit really is aching. Oh man. Next up, we've got Patriots Day with Mark Wahlberg. Still haven't got around to watching this. I've had this for about maybe 2 or 3 months now, and still haven't got it watched. So yeah, that's definitely going on the box at some point this week. And then we have Supersonic, the story of the Gallaghers. Get through this pretty quick. Oh God, this arm is now starting to really hurt. Really hurt. Okay, just have to use this one now. Next up, we've got Green Book, Mahershala Ali and Viggo Mortensen. The best film of this, was it this year or last year? Last year, I think it was. Yeah, won best film at this year's Academy Awards. So, and it's one of those type of films that's right up my street as well. Next up, Eddie the Eagle. Like I said in the last video, I think it was the last video I uploaded. I think it was in the last sort of collection update video that I did. That this was in there. Well, I'm not sure if I've uploaded it, to be honest with you. I've got a couple stored that will be going up onto the channel on Friday. I might put 2 videos up on Friday. So yeah, Eddie the Eagle. Yeah, there might be 2 videos going up on Friday, depending on whether I get Bumblebee watched or not by then. And last up out of all of this is actually a pretty good way to end this. Avengers Endgame. Wasn't quite expecting that. I did not do that deliberately, by the way. I did not do that deliberately. Like I said, it was in no real order. Saw this twice at the cinemas. I got the double bill midnight screening of this. They showed Infinity War before it, and then I went back to watch it again for a second time. I think it was like 3 days later because I loved it that much. I've got my reaction video up on the channel for those people that are coming into this channel for the first time. We'll check that one out if you want. If not, and you want a full review of this, please let me know in the comments below, and I will very happily do one if you would like one. So that covers it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the first half of this video as well, the little trick through that we did. Look out for more content coming up very soon. If you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe it, share it about. Oh, it always helps us. So again, thanks for tuning in, and this is Netflix.